East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the Yukon Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Washington Huskies, taking on the Yukon Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the ball is loose on the return. A rather inauspicious start, but a golden opportunity after the turnover. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he makes the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So UConn's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did.
And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
He'll return it from around the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed. At linebacker, he can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it. Tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, and you can tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the first down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody, took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the first down.
Fourth down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
What a big game. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They make the tackle, but UConn has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. UConn will have to punt it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him tonight.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Back to pass, it's Stewart. Lofts one deep down the right side. It's complete, a huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Hard running there. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Quarterback strolling away from heat. They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Washington sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to... And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Third down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Line getting set on second down. Touch pass on the run. Makes one man miss. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. To throw, it's Stewart. He'll throw it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, Husky. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did with it.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They'll immediately call timeout.
And the strong safety is the one that's actually able to get the sack on this play. They lowered him in the box, probably anticipating run to the strong side of the field, but When the strong safety saw the ball in the quarterback's hand, he just said, I'm going to go do this myself.
They move the tight end all over. On second down, looking to throw. Going for the big play. He's got it down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Fox. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Washington wants to go quickly. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his target down the middle. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Stewart. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Man, I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
He's just Johnny on the spot. And now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes. And he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Stewart. Fires to the big fella. At the 45, on his way. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his feet to buy time. He'll fire to his right. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown, Huskies! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal, you don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Washington, 14, UConn, 7.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UConn going back to work on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off play action on first down. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Got it in the middle, it's Harris. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The running back has it. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. UConn comes to the line with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UConn! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Washington. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He's looking for a man on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. UConn will have to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The option look. He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
It'll be a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw, you would really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground, quick, fast, and hit him.
A third and long coming up here. Working that left side now. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they're right back in this. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Memphis. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. UConn quick to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Charles. They get him down after he makes the catch. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. This Husky defense, David, it's like they've got Vita Vea and Steve Emtman up front, Joe Tryon as a backer, and Marcus Peters in the secondary. There's purple everywhere.
You're right, from front to back. Guys up front on the defensive line eating them up, doing a great job in the secondary and linebacker. Complete performance from this UW defense.
Makes the catch. It's Charles. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. It's caught. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. They keep attacking through the air. He's got it on the run. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Wants to throw on second down. He looks that one in nicely. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On third down, he drops to throw. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense.
And it's blocked. Now he can return this.
Man, that's deflating. And as a defensive guy, I was frustrated when my offense didn't come through when I needed them to. But now it's my time. I got to go make a play. I got to go force a turnover, get the ball back to my offense so we can tie or win this ball game.
They got the touchdown. PAT was blocked, and now they'll kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, David.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They'll throw it on first down. And the pass is intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
You want to talk about building confidence, coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.